If you're looking for a high-tech, streamlined, modern espresso machine, but you don't have a huge budget, then you've got to check out Wendougee's Lita. I'm going to tell you all the things I love about this machine, the things I don't really love about it, and then you can make a decision for yourself about whether this is the perfect machine for your home. Oh, and by the way, I made this a real human, me, none of that AI stuff. So let's check it out. G'day guys, right here, your coffee coach, and I'm here at the Wendougee stand at Host Milano, and we're going to take a little look at their newest machines called the Lita, which is kind of like a miniature version of the Data S. It's a dual boiler with still same pressure profiling, flow profiling, temperature control, PID, all of that. And not only that, it also talks to the Milo, which is their grinder, and here you can actually have a bit of their link up, which we'll go into in a second. But I want to share with you this latest innovation coming from Wendougee, so let's check it out. I managed to get my hands on the Wendougee Lita LA model in Host Milano, and it was a fantastic machine for its price, filled with all the different pieces of tech that you could ever possibly want and more. And even though it's the lesser machine to the Data S, I was much more impressed by this machine than the Data S. Now, there's going to be a lot of comparisons that I make and that people make out there to the decent espresso machine, the DE1 or the XL. And this is because Decent Espresso have been leading the way for many, many years. They were the first espresso machine with a huge tablet to be able to graph all of the different things like pressure profiling, flow profiling, temperature, weight, all of the different parameters that you would need to make a great espresso. And they are consistently top of the market. So of course, everybody's going to try and copy them. And Wendougee have been around for many, many years, but they've been primarily focused in the commercial machine market. And it's only in recent couple of years that they've been focused more on the home barista. I personally am a huge fan of Decent. I've met the company owner. I love their values. I love everything they stand for. So for me, there is no comparison really, but I'm not doing this video for myself. I'm doing this for you guys because I know there are a lot of people out there who might want a Decent espresso but may not have the budget for it, and are happy to take something with a few compromises that gets them a similar result but a much lower price. So I'm doing this video for you guys, and yeah, they do create very similar looking machines to ones that already exist out there, like the Slayer and the Decent, other home espresso machines that are E61 group heads. It's because the way that the Chinese market work is that they really are influenced by those other machines, and they want to make something that's comfortable and relatable. Doesn't mean that they're terrible. In fact, a lot of these Chinese products are brilliantly made and as good quality as any of the machines coming out of Italy, Germany, America, anything like that. So yeah, you can't just look at it and go, oh, well, it's a Chinese brand, I'll write it off. Now you have to really look at them and consider them because they make them cheaper, but not because they're less quality. And I get it. Not everyone wants to fork out $15,000 for a Slayer. So let's talk about the design aesthetic of the Wendougee Lita, because it looks so stunning. I actually love the look of this machine. Yes, it's very similar to the Decent, but I do love the angles. I love the streamline. I loved the way that the group head was integrated with the touch panels and a little control bar that allows you to swipe up and down and give you more control over your extraction during the extraction. It was very tactile, and I do enjoy that. I love having a big screen. I love being able to see my graphs and see everything that's going on in that shot. The tablet doesn't come with the machine itself, and you have to purchase that separately, which is a bit annoying, but it does allow you to decide on what device, iOS or Android, you want to use with the machine. It comes in two colors as well, a white and a black, and it's a pretty compact size. It's about 26 centimeters wide, 33 centimeters tall, and 38 deep. So it's a nice little compact unit, not including the tablet, of course. So what about the technology? Well, this is where it really gets exciting, because this machine allows you to do flow control and pressure profiling. Not at the same time, but you can do them manually on the fly, which is something that's unique to this and only a few other machines. And I love the tactile approach. When you go into the settings, you can just dial up with your finger on the fly and play around with all sorts of different pressure profiles and flow profiles. Now guys, I spent a lot of time making these videos. I had to travel everywhere. I funded all myself. Now, if you want to help me out, please hit that like, hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment below if you want to see any other videos relating to coffee, because I love coffee as well. There are 4 models, and this does get a little bit confusing, so bear with me. There's the BR, the BA, the LR, and the LA. And what do they all mean? Well, the R stands for regular model, and the A stands for advanced model. And basically what that means is the regular model only has a single pump, whereas the advanced model has dual pumps, and it also allows you to do flow profiling, whereas the regular model only allows you to do pressure profiling. You can do flow profiling on the advanced, plus you can connect it to their other gear. So they have the Milo Play, which is the integrated grinder, which allows you to adjust all the settings on the microns and the RPM of your grinder from the machine, and they sort of talk to each other. And also you can also connect it to your Bluetooth scales if you want to do a brew by weight. Plus there's just more stability, and you can do milk and extract your espresso at the same time, which is good if you just wanted to have that dual boiler purpose. The B and the L are a little bit more confusing, but the L basically just stands for it has a extra tap dedicated to your hot water. So the BA is the advanced without the tap, and the LA is the advanced with the tap for your hot water. So the saturated group head is a 350 milliliter boiler in there, which means you get a lot more control over your extraction. It also allows it the super fast heat up time, which takes about 5 minutes before it's from cold and ready to brew, which is quite nice. And on the front, there's a little display there, which if you don't have the tablet, gives you all of the information you need about the brew boiler temperature, about the steam boiler temperature, and other things like sleep mode, eco mode, whether it's needing water. It's got a cute little integration there. It's a shot timer as well. So it's got a lot of information just on that if you don't want to go to the full tablet. This is what I love about the Decent as well, but I also love the fact that your boiler, that your reservoir, it's a 1.2 litre reservoir, it sits underneath the machine. You just pull it out, pull out the drip tray, which is also 1.2 litres, which is great. All of the excess water just dumps into your drip tray, and you don't have to fill it up. You don't have to empty it much. It's one of the deepest drip trays on the market, I think, and you don't have to empty it out every shot. Also, similar to the Decent, you can actually pull the entire reservoir out, fill it up, put it back in. I love that compactness, and I just love the design of that. It also has a little shot mirror built into it, exactly like the Decent as well, so you can watch your extraction without having to crank your neck under the group head. Now, if you have the tablet, you can go in and save all your recipes. You can control your grinder if you've got the grinder that's connected to it. You can adjust on the fly. You can tweak things. You can add things. You can review your graphs. You can then also go into a huge community, and it's already a massive community, although it's all in Chinese at the moment. More and more English ones are coming out, but I found it pretty limiting in terms of being able to see what profiles I should save, download, upload. But the community is great, and as it keeps growing, I'm sure more and more English recipes will appear in the community, and you can just view them all. I really love the way it's sort of like a social media platform with tickets all just staggered down, so you can see pictures of the coffees in there. You can see all of the recipes built into there. I really dug how that was integrated into the machine as well, because it just made you feel a part of that community. So I give them great props to integrating that directly into the machine. So what price is it? Well, it's very, very well priced. It's about $1,800 US. That's for the LA model. So that's the top of the line model with 2 pumps and the dedicated hot water tap. But of course, you obviously have to buy your tablet, or if you have one at home, you can just plug that in. And that would equate to about 3,400 Australian dollars, although it isn't yet available in Australia. You can buy it through Espresso Outlet in the US. But check your local retailers to see where you can buy it around the world. Overall, for the price of that, I thought it was an excellent machine. And unlike the Data S, which is really highly priced and very close to the same price as the decent, and I just don't see the value. And you might as well just go with the decent espresso machine unless you absolutely love the design aesthetic and you have to go with that and you can't have anything that looks anything different. But the Lita is very, very well priced, much lower price, and I think this is going to go very far, this machine. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more videos like that, don't forget, drop a comment below, hit like and subscribe. I'm Ride, your coffee coach, and as always, enjoy your brew.